Medallion Metals has released results of a pre-feasibility study at its flagship Ravensthorpe Gold Project. And I'm joined today by Managing Director Paul Bennett to discuss these results. Paul, we'll get to the metrics in a moment, but can you tell me what's the significance of this milestone?
Yeah, great question, Danica. Well, the PFS is a really important milestone for our team and our shareholders. It's been almost 3 years in the making. Since the IPO in 2021, we've undertaken a substantial investment in the Ravensthorpe Gold Project. And after that time and that level of effort, we naturally expect to see substantial progress of the assets. And the study demonstrates that's exactly what's happened. The PFS result is really strong, and we'll get to the metrics shortly. But we've seen the resource double in size, and now the studies confirm that that metal that we've discovered can be commercialised and generate really strong returns over a long period. So we've always been focused on finding economic ounces, metal that makes the project bigger, enables it to produce at a faster rate, and the study confirms that we've been successful in achieving that. So I think the results make a really strong case that we're going to be seeing a gold and copper mine built in Ravensthorpe, and that Medallion really needs to continue to push towards that outcome.
Okay, and let's jump to the metrics. In layman's terms, what do they say about the project?
At a very high level, the project produces approximately 780,000 ounces of gold and 16,000 tonnes of copper metal available for sale over a 9-year life. That's about 92,000 ounces per annum on a gold equivalent basis on average over that project life. Pre-production capital is $163 million. All-in sustaining costs are approximately $1,600 per ounce net of the byproduct credits. Our commodity price assumptions and FX assumptions are approximately 10% below spot. And on that basis, the project generates around $560 million of free cash and an internal rate of return of 35% after tax. So very solid result. It demonstrates the resources can be commercialised using industry standard mining methods, processing techniques, and then generate really strong returns over a long period of time and relative to the risk that we would take on in a development scenario. I think additionally, the really favourable cost structure, both in all-in sustaining cost terms and all-in costs, gives our shareholders great leverage to the Aussie dollar gold price, which is flying at this point in time. And you can see that in how the project metrics really turbocharge when you look at the spot price scenario.
And the pre-feasibility study only focused on the Kundip Mining Centre. Does that mean there's further scope for growth beyond what is in the study?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'd be derelict in my duty if I said no, but at Kundip itself, the average depth of drilling there is only 100 metres below surface. The deepest hole we've got into the system is 370 metres. We know the system is open, along strike and at depth. The ounce per vertical metre profile for the existing resource, it averages 4,000 from surface to a depth of 300 metres. So the extensional opportunity is very real, and we plan on releasing an exploration target for the known deposits in coming weeks. There's also a significant opportunity to uncover new lodes within the existing mining lease boundary and what we call the near mine targets. The known lodes are projected to intersect at depth and in some cases along strike. These are priority targets for us, and there's also potential for us to uncover new lodes beneath cover, and we know that there's gold in the bounding tonalite. So the better near mine targets will get drill tested in coming months. And then more broadly itself, Kundip represents only 2.5 kilometres of an overall 40 kilometres of prospective stratigraphy that Medallion controls down in Ravensthorpe. That's the belt or the regional scale opportunity. It's difficult for us to fund at the moment, but it's not going anywhere, and it certainly represents tremendous upside.
Absolutely. And so what are the next steps that investors should be aware of?
Yeah, well, the study results themselves, I think they're pretty clear about Ravensthorpe progressing into what is quite a rare greenfields gold development asset in WA. So on that basis, we want to keep that progression going. We'll announce an ore reserve and an exploration target for Kundip before the end of the year. We'll be drilling in the near time at Kundip, both extensional and near mine targets, as well as getting on with all of the priority de-risking tasks. And that includes progressing the permits and undertaking all of the key test work items. So plenty of news to flow through to the end of the year and then into 2024.
Well, outstanding result. Congratulations on all your hard work to reach this milestone, and look forward to keeping abreast of all the progress to come. Very exciting.
Thanks, Danica.